work?
Well, this one is called Salaga Soljah. Salaga Soljah.
Salaga is a place.
Yes, it is. Right there in the northern region of Ghana. I mean, it had a slave market, and a lot of people were conduited through that part into the rest of the country and all over into the Americas and the so-called Newfoundland. See? And I decided to name this album Salaga Soljah because there are a lot of people, especially those in the diaspora, who think that, oh, African people just sold us into slavery. They are wicked people. These people, the chiefs and kings, sold us into slavery. I'm trying to let them know that, yes, some wicked chiefs did that, but they were in the minority. When the white man realized that the kings were not allowing slavery anymore, they themselves came into the hinterlands with their guns and superior weapons and fought us and carried us into slavery. In fact, we had great kings in Benin, in Nigeria, of course, at the time called Dahomey, and who fought seriously against slavery, including women. Two of those people I can mention easily, Samori Toure and Babatu. Samori Toure had a movement called the Wasulu movement, and that movement was so powerful. He chased the French out of the so-called Francophone right now. Nobody is supposed to carry a slave from here. And he tormented the French, chased them out.
Then it must be sad for you to now know that our dear Francophone countries are directly paying homage and taking their resources straight to the French coffers. I mean, it must be a sad reality for you, because with this history I'm learning on the show today, I mean, we had someone who fought it.
Yeah. I mean, and those who fought against slavery in Salaga were called the Salaga Soldiers, and bullets could not penetrate their skin, just like Queen Nani. And don't look at these ones as just stories. If you believe that the whole golden stool came out of the skies and landed onto the laps of Osei the First, then you must also believe that there were people who bullets did not penetrate. See? Like Queen Nani and the rest of them. True. Francophone people are beginning to wake up from their slumber. Mali and the rest of them have woken up, and they are telling the French, listen, man, enough is enough. Stay away. Let us own our land. I am happy this is happening, but this is not the first time we had such a revolution.
Of course.
There was a time when some French countries decided that no, they didn't want the French. They wanted the French out. And what happened? The French decided to carry everything out of those countries, including spoons and teacups. They carried everything up. And the drains that they even built in those African countries, the so-called Francophone, they poured concrete into that, and like your gutters, covered with silt, so that you couldn't use them. That was how wicked the French was. Charles de Gaulle was a terrible, dangerous vampire who came from France and disturbed the African continent so badly. And they used people like Houphouët Boigny in the Ivory Coast. I mean, it's almost sounded like a history class. But basically, I'm glad that they are returning. They are coming back, and they are eating into the spirit of Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah used to donate Ghanaian money to some of these people in Mali and the rest of those areas who were fighting against the French.
What makes this particular revolution different, and how hopeful are we supposed to be? Like you're right, it's not the first attempt. We've had waves of people come and go, and their efforts always thwarted, sadly, by their own people.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
This new revolution, this new wind blowing, why is it different, and why do we have to believe in this one that is going to work?
Nkrumah was the president of Africa. He was the one the Americans said, if we have him, we have Africa. That was why they had to eliminate him, send him all the way out of Ghana before a coup d'etat could happen. Nkrumah was the only person who supported the kind of African unity that we expected to happen in the days and even now. Remember Ghana, Guinea, Mali. Guinea supported Nkrumah and decided that no, we are not going to join the French. The French maltreated Guinea to the point that Nkrumah had to donate money. In fact, to support the budget of Guinea. When was the last time you heard that Ghana or Nigeria donated money to any African country? They need the money more than you. See? Now, Nkrumah was the only one supporting some of these countries. But now, it looks like the whole of Africa is beginning to wake up. Mali is being supported left, right, and center. Ghana is being supported, and that revolution is being supported. So it's going to be different from what we saw in the past. And again, they are all these countries that have liberated themselves from the French. They have gone heavily into agriculture. Remember, Sankara told us the man who feeds you controls you.
Yeah.
And he decided never to go to the IMF and the World Bank. They had to eliminate him because they realized he was going to be a bad example for Africa. See? And when Sankara did that, they went heavily into agriculture. They fed the whole of Burkina Faso and even exported food. Now Mali is doing it. Some other African countries are doing it. That was the vision of Kwame Nkrumah, agriculture. When we do